Hello and welcome. Oh,
now we're live. We're live. It says okay. Yeah.
Oh, so it wasn't live before. Oh, is this someone saying that we're live? Yeah, Facebook. Hello and welcome to our, what are we calling these? Our weekly
live stream update thing.
Weekly live stream update thing. Yeah.
Hashtag.
I was looking at lives that we did on Instagram the other day, and there was only the hashtag, and I'm like now I was looking, and there's a lot of images of people's farmers' fields and stuff. And
yeah,
I'm
that makes sense.
Yeah,
because they're seeding.
Yeah, because they're seeding soon. So we had like a big meeting today. By big meeting, I just mean I messaged like all of our team and said that we need to have our hashtag fall. That's boring stuff. It's really boring stuff to start off with. I'm not even going to finish what I'm talking about. Welcome to our live stream. Yeah, so week 1 of our IndieGoGo campaign has passed. It's been just over a week since you last saw us live streaming here. Oh, wait, when did we start the campaign?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. And here we are now. I'm just trying to share this with everyone. No one's on here right now anyway, right?
We just did our cold read night last night, and it was super cool. Like, I've been to Vancouver one before, and like they're very much more established, and they're like a bigger thing, and you like, I don't know, you like submit through email, and like they have like musicians and stuff, and it's big and exciting. Check it out, Vancouver Cold Reading Series, if you're in Vancouver. Yeah, so we wanted to start something up here in Calgary that's similar, and I guess there had been one like a few years ago, but it hadn't happened for quite a long time. So so there were a bunch of people that were super excited, and they came out, and our event started at 6, and like at 5:45 there were like everyone was there. So it was very exciting to see people lining up and stuff, and we started off with some scenes from past films of ours, and had people do 2-person reads in front of everybody, and then the 2 people who were forced to read, we started off with 2 actors that we know, including our very own Jen Zanak, who plays Captain Leader in Space Rippers.
So we know them, so we felt that it was okay to totally put them on spot and torture them with this out of the blue scene. They hadn't read that scene though, even though they're in the movie. They hadn't read it yet.
No, I was thinking about it. It was funny actually, because we read. We haven't showed the script to any of the Space Rippers actors in its entirety. So when we read the sequence that we read for the cold read, like everyone else was hearing material that our actors hadn't even read.
Yeah, that's a pretty funny idea.
Laughing about.
Yeah. So that was more successful than I thought it was going to be. We were like starting the night, and we had 39 people say that they were going to come on Facebook. So I thought that meant we were going to get about 5 people. But yeah, how many people did we have? About like 11, 12, 13, 14?
Yeah. I don't know. Well, we had when we got to our final thing, we had our last script, we had like 11 or 12 people reading, and there were still there's still like an audience of 7 or something. So we had not a bad turnout. Yeah. There were a couple of reads where the number of people reading were equal to or greater than the audience number of audience members watching them. But yeah, it was super fun, and I think it was a good way to start, because like obviously no one really knew what to expect, I think, going into like a very first cold read, and especially we didn't know what to expect.
No, we had no idea what we were doing.
Obviously never tried to organize something like that before.
Yeah.
So I think it was kind of nice that there were those kind of numbers where everyone got to like feel like they were both sides of things all the time.
Sorry, I'm still sharing this with everyone here. This is like how our live streams will always start, is me like doing this on the computer. Hello.
It's not actually.
Come join us.
Starting next week, he's going to type all the messages out in advance and then just hit enter when.
Oh, that's a good idea. Had you like thought of that before?
No.
Oh, that's just something on the spot that
But I
you
thought
saw.
of it now becoming irritated by your typing. So
Yeah, because you have to do all the talking, and I'm the one that says let's do this. Yeah, you should have been the one chewing. We're so much out. Like as you can tell right now, we're pretty out of it. Chris has now started his day job.
I'm working full time at a screen printing shop, which is like super cool, and I'm really enjoying it. And I just learned that on every Friday, we have beers while we clean up the shop and leave work an hour and a half early. So pretty much the best job ever. But it's still a full time job. We're both working full time while trying to do this stuff. And it's been a long week.
Yeah.
I passed out. I did that thing. I like fell asleep on the bus on the way home, and then I did that thing where you wake up and you have that feeling like you're kind of like embarrassed, and you're like, oh, I wasn't sleeping, and you try to like react like you like knew what you were doing all along. So I woke up and like saw something I recognized, and immediately stood up and
sorry.
There we go. Okay, sorry about that.
I like woke up and shook my head and saw something I recognized and was like, oh, it's my stop. And I like stood up and like raced off the bus, and I was like 5 stops away from my stop.
That's the best.
But I realized as I was getting off the bus, and I was like, well, I'll look like a total asshole if I like turn around and while the doors are like closing on me and stuff. So I just like walked away and was like, yeah, heading home now.
Like half an hour walk. Yeah, and we were getting up. We like timed it too quick as well. I don't know what I was thinking, but both of us we work a little ways away from where our event was, and normally we both get off around 5. You get off 4:30. I get off 5. And I thought it was reasonable to tell the person from Loft 112 who gave us the space to do the event in that we would be there at 5 o'clock to give her the money and grab the keys. So obviously when you leave a space and you like get to another space on the other side of town, it's not instant. And that's where I'm still not quite kind of grasping, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do know what you mean. Moving on.
Sorry, I'm just installing this thing for Google Hangouts. We're still trying to figure out Google Hangouts as we go. It's a
load of shit.
It is a load of shit.
Which is too bad, because like it's what it's supposed to be is so awesome.
Yeah.
But unless we're like completely missing something, it's a load of shit.
It is a load of shit. It really is.
But we could be completely missing something.
I'm pretty sure it's a load of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to show you some pictures from our event the other day. If I can, there we go. If I can get it going. Oh yeah.
One really cool thing that was JS's idea that we did at the Cold Read was, as I alluded to, we started off with scenes from our previous films, and they were just like short little scenes. So 2 people would read, and then they got to pass off the scripts to 2 other people. Essentially like forcing the next people to read, although people were pretty nice about it. But so we read the same scenes over and over throughout the night, and it gave everyone a chance to see like all sorts of different combinations of people performing the same scenes, which is like obviously something that we as directors and writers and producers get to see. Like in audition, you get to see the same scene over and over and over again, obviously, until you hate it. But not everyone gets that opportunity to see all sorts of different people embody the same character. So yeah, I think that was kind of a neat aspect of the Cold Read that we set up, definitely.
Yeah. Well, us being extremely unique, of course we think of these sort of things. Okay, this is almost ready now.
We're almost ready to start the live stream.
Yeah. I can't even tell. No, we have no viewers yet, so it's okay. I've shared it. The share probably hasn't even gotten out yet. I always forget that like when you send things out on Facebook, it takes like a good 5 or 6 or 20 minutes just to like get it out there. It's not an instantaneous thing. At this point, nobody is going to tune in for like any of the other live streams as well.
Yeah.
We were just joined by 2 people who brought beer, so that's really exciting.
more.
Yeah. That's not actually Chris's beer. He stole that. Okay. So what else have we done? So we've got our first bit of beer. Thank you very much. We've got our first bit of supporters. Thank you very much. They're just laughing over there. We got our first bit of supporters, so we should say thanks to them. Where do we have them there? Come on, come on. What are you doing there, Chris?
Good. It keeps seeming like you're leading towards something, but then nothing ever.
I'm trying to get. It's because I'm trying to get all these things going. Okay, here we go. So we had our first bit of supporters. Thank you very much for coming and giving us money and support. You're not supposed to say money when you're doing the IndieGoGo.
I was thinking about that, and I'm going to be tangential, but I was thinking about obviously like everyone's IndieGoGo campaign starts off with people they know and like pretty close friends and stuff, and I think that's really funny that like obviously you have all these close friends that are willing to contribute money to your film project or to your band or whatever, but like no one would ever be like, hey bro, you want to just like give me $50?
Yeah.
It's like I want to like record a demo or whatever. Like that would never ever happen.
Yeah.
But because IndieGoGo exists, like there's something more polite about that somehow.
But is it also because of, because you are selling kind of a commodity too? So is it like, could you go up to your friend and be like, hey, you want to buy this VHS tape from me for $50?
I couldn't, could you?
No. As I said it, I slowly realized what I was saying.
Wait, I cut you off. We were talking about the people that have already supported us by sending us money.
You didn't know if it's okay. By giving us money. Can we say all these people? They're all public, so I'm going to just say them all.
Simply Scripts.
They would have put their it starts off with Simply Scripts. No, it starts off with Jordan Norn. Thank you very much.
Bells.
Jordan Norn. He's obviously some asshole from God knows where, who just fucked around on the internet and found us and was like, these guys are really attractive and I really want to support them with money. Next person, Simply Scripts. Chris has been a member of the forums of Simply Scripts for how many years now?
12? 11, 10.
That's
12.
crazy.
A long time, since I was much too young to be on an internet message board. I actually, a couple of years ago, I went back and like deleted like my first 3 years of posts painstakingly one by one because they're just too awful.
No,
not in a Reddit kind of way, but in a it sounded like I was 11 years old.
Did you keep them at least? That's such a neat thing that you have that.
No, God, no, it's not a thing that I have that.
Oh, I would have kept that. It's like it's a piece of history. It's a piece of something.
Yeah, well, pictures. So.
So Simply Scripts. I
didn't think you would care.
What? I do. I genuinely. I think there's something special about like. I don't know. I'll show it actually. That was gonna be a penis joke, but I couldn't get it out. Never mind. My production company, when I was like a youth, probably high school or something, I made a website on
that's how you know you're no longer young, when you call yourself a youth.
A youth?
Like in your previous, sorry.
Like in high school, Anglefire, or what was it? It was Anglefire, right? The website making thing? No, Homestead or whatever. Anyways, I made a free website for my production company on like Homestead or Anglefire or one of those many like free make your own website places that were around 10 years ago, whatever. And I was bumming around and like searching myself online as I usually do, and it was like still there. Unfortunately, I think it's okay. Now I was just gonna look at it to show you, but I think it's actually gone now. But that was a really cool thing, and I liked that it was still there. I thought that was a really interesting thing. That because the internet and like online has this idea. This is kind of the opposite of what we were talking about before, but has this like concept where it doesn't actually exist anywhere, and it just kind of like fades away, or it's just ones and zeros. So it's interesting when you can go back and like see things that do still exist, and they kind of are rooted in some sort of real, tangible idea. If that makes sense. Not idea, but like they do exist.
Well, there's something about like, I guess, yeah. Well, when you find something like that, it's being changed to the status of like an artifact or something that you stumble across. But I think that's created like by time, or like by, I don't know, because then it did disappear, right?
Yes, it did. But then you have websites like the Wayback Machine or whatever that goes back and finds like old remnants of websites and puts them.
Next supporter.
Wait, are we going to talk more about Simply Scripts?
SimplyScripts.com is totally like privately run, as far as I know, like kind of like self-funded project by a guy named Don Booth, and he like has a real like full-time job and stuff too, and he just did this in like 2002 or 2003. It's been around since relatively early web days, but
that is a while ago.
It's just always been a space where amateur scriptwriters can upload scripts as well as being like one of those databases of like all of the movie scripts that you can find online, like produce movie scripts. Allows anyone to upload scripts, and then it has a forum built around them where people can read and comment and exchange views on scripts and so on. And that was basically like, I think last week I alluded to like Quentin Tarantino and Pulp Fiction being kind of like the reason I wanted to be director, but Simply Scripts was kind of like probably the thing that like kept me going and engaged and interested through high school, because I went to a really like small high school, and there weren't like a ton of other people around that were interested in screenwriting or anything. So being able to connect with people around the world and having people like just sit down, like random people just sit down and read your script and like take 5 hours and read a feature and give you feedback is like amazing. And people do it constantly. And that's like, it's hard to get, if anyone writes scripts out there, it's hard to get like your best friend to sit down and read a script, because it's fucking awful to read people's scripts because they're usually terrible. That's mine were, because I was 13. But anyway.
I still never read his scripts.
True.
It takes me like weeks. And by that I mean months to get to them.
And obviously all I was writing at that time was like bad Tarantino knockoffs. So I uploaded my first ever feature script there, which was co-written with Stephen Barrel at Brass Tacks Films and Brass Tacks Entertainment. Sorry, Stefan. And it was called Karma Hotel, and it was based on the song Karma Hotel by the Spooks. I don't know if anyone remembers the Spooks. But yeah, it was like 3 series, basically exactly Pulp Fiction, except poorly written and uninteresting. But like a ton of people from around the world. There were people from Scotland, England, Australia, the US, like send me feedback and gave me notes and like encouraged me, and it was it was a great space, and it remains to this day a great space for anyone that's interested in writing.
Now you keep talking, trying to get joined it, and then I bummed around for about a minute. Mainly I just went on and searched my own name to see how many times it came up, and then that was about my extent on there.
It is intimidating, because you're like putting your script to place people will actually read it, which is scary.
That's scary. That's very scary.
They'll read it and tell you what they think.
I've recently, not recently, but in like the last couple of years, I guess after Truth, realized that I'm not a writer, which was like a big thing to kind of wrap my head around myself, because I don't know. I can get the concepts of the movies and stuff, but I don't think I'm like a writer. Anyways, yeah.
Next supporter.
Next supporter.
Thank you, Simply Scripts.
Yes, thank you so much. And
Jordan Norn.
Jordan Norn.
We didn't really give a fair shake there. But.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, Jordan.
You called him a random asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he is some random dick.
Right.
Yeah. He knows we're not joking. Nina and how do you say that?
Renaud.
I didn't know that's how you spelled Renaud. So Nina and Renaud, thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Scott Leakey, just another asshole, I think, again. No, thank you to the last two people as well. Oh no, I already said thank you. Thank you, Scott, as well. Scott Leakey, thank you. And this next person has a very strange name. It's Andrew Gast. It's like ANDREWGUST, all one word. I don't know what that is, but thank you for him, whoever that is. Same next person is CAROKORBEL. I don't know who that is. Caro Cobel? Caro.
Karak or Bell.
Karak or Bell. This is not even funny. Thank you. And then this was a real nice surprise. Is the next one is Ian
Laird.
Laird, is that how we pronounce his name?
Probably.
Yeah, we've been kind of following his movie, Chris, more than I, but I have as well kind of been following him a little bit. And he did an IndieGoGo campaign not too long ago. How long has it been over for now?
It's been over for a while, but they're in demand right now, and there's tons of cool stuff. So check them out. The Great Fear.
Put it up right now.
Oh, we got it coming up right now. Yeah, it's super cool. It was shot just outside Calgary, I think, and it's about it's a sci-fi movie about GMOs set in the near future, and it looks super cool. So I as with many tiny indie projects, I don't know exactly when it's coming out, but when it does, I'm looking forward to seeing it. It looks really cool, and we've met with actually even at Cold Read Night, we met with a lot of people that like were aware of the production, and our Jen actually played a small role in it. So yeah, I've heard lots of good things. So that's definitely a project to check out and follow. Sounds really cool.
I don't know if you can all see. Oh, present to everyone. Sorry, I was clicking the wrong button.
Are you presenting?
There we go. There we go. Look at that. I figured it out. Yeah. So here it is. It looks wild. I mean, the images on it. Oh, they don't. Where's the? We can't play the videos unfortunately because they won't work. But oh yeah, the art here is just incredible.
Such cool stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know? Does it say what? Does it say who did it? But yeah, look at that. Oh, it's just wonderful. Really cool watermark type of stuff. Oh yeah, so check them out.
And I think all those Vassal logos that you're seeing, Vassal is like the evil corporation. I think that is running everything.
Yeah, here it is on the
called Vassal
on the thing here. Yeah. So check them out. First, check us out again, and then go check them out afterwards. Yeah, really great, cool stuff. Anyways, thank you, Ian. That's very nice. Oh, how do I get back to that now?
You've got to stop presenting now.
Okay, there we go. We're back to on us. It's so difficult. It's not like easy. And then 3 minutes ago, we just had another support, from Asha Hessing. Thank you very much, Asha. So those are our supporters so far. It's been great. But keep on sharing and caring and sending it out there and everything. We're trying to get a buzz. It's been tough. It's always tough to get your foot off the ground basically with these projects. A big thing is getting press, and we always struggle with trying to get press on our little projects, mainly because they're little projects and because we tend to release our movies for free online.
We're kind of weird though too, what you were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to, because you see a lot of little indie films and you know that despite their budget, the film that they're trying to be, and that's easy to talk about, easy to write about, easy to market. But our films, for better or worse, are not like that. they are designed to be exactly as they are, rather than aiming to be like fit very specifically into a certain genre.
Well, even with Space Rippers, right before we were about to release the IndieGoGo, we were looking at obviously Kung Fu. What's the Kung Fu one again?
Kung Fury.
Yeah, Kung Fury.
Right.
Was like a big. I don't want to say inspiration, but like it was a big kind of like starting point for us as to how to market the movie, kind of, and everything. And when we were about to release the IndieGoGo campaign and kind of announce the movie, we took a step back and we were like, well, me in particular, I wanted to say, like, we're not Kung Fury. We're not making a spoof movie. We're making, as we say in our video and everything, we're making a movie like what people would have been making back in the 80s. We're making a low budget movie that we're very passionate about. We're very passionate about the themes in the movie. We want to make a pretty looking movie. We want to make like an exciting movie and a genuinely scary movie. Obviously, it's going to be silly as well, but it's not a spoof. It's not like Kung Fury. It's not like the Astron 6 movies. And that's maybe, like with what you're talking about, it's tough to place, because basically what we're saying is that we're just, we're making our movie.
Yes.
Like we've made our movies every other time, and the only way we can define our movies is just it's the ones we make.
You have to see it to comprehend it.
That was when I first made the VHS cover for Truth. I grabbed a quote from Indie Horror Movies, blogspot or something, did a review of Truth, and I grabbed a quote from there, totally out of context, that said you have to see it to comprehend it.
And the review was like shitting on us.
No, that one wasn't shitting on us. No, the Indie Horror Movie. That was another one. The Indie Horror Movie, like, that went on.
We didn't have any good reviews, though.
Yeah, we did. The Indie Horror Movie was great. He even complimented our bonus features in that one.
Well, what? Why?
I shared it all over. How do you not know about this one? It was like really nice.
I wouldn't read reviews of our work.
Oh, well, you don't Google yourself enough, Chris.
That's true. Although if you do Google me, you'll see DJ Chris Shalom, the Minister of Music.
Mm-hmm.
No, the Music Minister. Sorry, Chris.
No, he just left. There goes our one viewer.
DJ Chris Shalom. Offended now.
So yeah, those are our supporters, but please, keep sharing. We need your support, obviously, and it's very appreciated. It really is. Like, I look at our tweets and our shares all the time, and I'm like, just one more, and I'll be happy. And then I get one more, and I'm not happy, actually. So what I just said is untrue. I don't care if you share.
I care.
I actually care. So back to the events too. We have a couple of. We did our first event. We want to do 3 more events coming up this coming month. We have 2 booked. 2 more. We're going to be announcing them very soon. They're going to be VHS parties. We don't know exactly what that's going to entail. Hopefully we can start to figure that out tonight, eh? Right before we go to Mad Max.
What he meant was we're going to announce them soon.
Isn't that what I said?
Full stop.
Full stop?
So we're going to Mad Max.
VHS parties. Isn't that exciting? Okay, you're not excited about that. I think I might get people to bring like their VHS collections too.
No, I am excited about it. They just don't need to know that we don't know what the hell it is yet.
It's funny though. Aren't you laughing?
Mm-hmm. So we're going to Mad Max in the grand tradition of I don't know what to say. Us. Well, it all starts. So we're having a drink for the movie, and the idea behind the Mad Max movie is to make a drink that tastes like gasoline. So we've got Foster's, which is faux Australian, and tequila, and we're just putting a bunch of beer in a mug, and then adding a bunch of tequila to it, which hopefully will taste like gasoline, or at least terrible in the same way that gasoline presumably tastes terrible. So this comes from quite a long-standing tradition now, dating back to Fast and Furious, not the Fast and the Furious, but Fast and Furious, aka number 4, in which we try to make a drink that's designed for the movie that we're going to, and it's only for like very specific movies. So like we did it for Fast and Furious, we did it for Unstoppable, we did it for Furious 7 very recently, which was amazing. And I can't remember
from what I remember about.
We make we make a drink that corresponds to the film. So the way it started was for Fast and Furious, we mixed NOS energy drink and 151, so it was Fast and Furious. And then more recently at Furious 7, I'm not going to be able to list them all, but we took 7 different liquors and mixed them with 7-Up, and they were the Furious 7. And the liquors, it was like an acronym of Furious. So there was like Fireball, Underberg Bitters, Royal Reserve, and so on and so forth, Furious. And it was actually quite good.
It was not too bad.
7 liquors, and it was completely acceptable. So tonight, the drink of choice, the Fury Road, is Foster's Beer and Salsa Tequila. If you'd like to join us in spirit, please run out and grab those things. And either way, head to Mad Max Fury Road as soon as you can, because I have so much excitement for this movie that hopefully it will like spill over and go out into the universe, and then you will go and also have an amazing time, because I think this will be like well, it already is. Even like even before it comes out, it's already like a movie that is how movies should be. That it's like big and bold and crazy, and it's still Hollywoody, and it's like it's a 4th movie in a series, but it's something that everyone's talking about, and it looks like it's totally crazy, and no one knows what to expect, and no one knows what they're going to get, which is so cool. How often do you get that nowadays? You're usually going to a Marvel movie and you know how it's going to end and start and then middle, which is not a verb.
I didn't actually get a lot of that. You were talking very fast there.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting ready to go.
I'm very excited. I like it. All right, we're gonna watch the Road Warrior right after this, which is probably why Chris is like trying to speed up so that we can get this done. Go to the Road Warrior. He's not like me. He doesn't like to look at himself.
We're gonna skip Thunderdome. Sorry, Thunderdome. Sorry, Tina.
Well, all that sax though. All that sax. So we're gonna end off here. We're just gonna take a look at like the images we posted from our
live streams until JS accidentally has naked pictures on the screen.
I know. I keep like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be like so close. Well, we were setting up for the Well, what were we doing? Oh, the thing the other day, the event that I'm about to show the pictures of, the
cold read.
The cold read, and we wanted to use our computers, right? So I have like obviously like you tend to do with Macs, my desktop was just like filled with images and all sorts of random different things, and I had no idea what was on there. And in preparation for the IndieGoGo campaign, I was getting a bunch of images from like torrent sites and stuff so that I could kind of emulate the way a torrent site looked. So I had no idea what was on there. There could have been like some terrible stuff. So I'm like madly trying to hide that away before I started passing off my laptop to the people. That was a really boring story.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to Chris.
I'll go back to...
No, I wanted to say it first.
Pictures.
I wanted to say it before I went to pictures here. Why do you have to press this like key that says present to everyone? If I'm clicking the button that presents it, doesn't that mean I want to present it?
Well, it's the same as when you press start broadcast, then you have to select the other thing that says go.
It's just for people.
I think they're trying to help you out to not accidentally. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Here's a picture.
Here's a picture. You can just go see this yourself, but instead you have to like sit here and watch it with us.
Have to. It's like Clockwork Orange.
So here we are, like doing a cold read. Isn't that great? To the left, you'll see it's Jen Zanak, right? Yeah. And she'll be playing
Captain Niederleader.
Captain Niederleader.
in Space Rippers.
In Space Rippers.
Hashtag
seating
soon.
So that's just that was on the left there. We have Hans, who is going to be playing
Boner 69
in Space Rippers. So we had all of our cast out there, or some of our cast. Again, there we go. So yeah, this was Chris's last scene. This is where we had like almost everyone acting. Well, we were just setting it up. It took forever to set this up. It's a great space though. Every time we've been there twice now, and every time every time someone comes in, they're like, "Wow, this is a really nice space," and then we go on to say that, yeah, it only cost $5 a night, so that's another bonus.
As opposed to basically everywhere else in Calgary being like $50 an hour and up.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Except for we got like CSFI, which is going to be like just 50. What's that? Did I get it wrong? Did I get the acronym wrong?
I think it's CSIF.
Oh, I said CISF, right?
CSIF. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Loft 112. I think it's just loft112.com or whatever. But if you search it, Loft 112 Calgary, check them out in the East Village. A really fun space and a very nice person. Lisa is very helpful with whatever you need, and she's always up to give her space to use. She just wants to support local artists. It's great. There's Chris and I. We're the directors of Space Rippers, the producers, and Chris is the writer. I don't know if you knew that. Just another picture. There we go. So go online and look at him. I don't know why. Oh, look at that. I don't know. That's where I clicked and it was a dick. That's what it should have been. Yeah, I don't know why we needed to show that, but yeah, go take a look. It was again, it was a good event, and we're going to try to do more. We're going to try to do 2 other different events first, like the VHS parties, and then early next month we're going to do another cold read because we had so much fun, and it seems like everyone else had a lot of fun too.
And it was so easy to put together. I would seriously recommend like other filmmakers out there in other cities or whatever. Like it.
Yeah,
it really didn't take a lot of time. We took like a couple days to get everything together, and it was so much fun, and it was really worth it. So I suggest trying it out. It's super fun.
Yeah, printing the scripts, that was about the longest part. That was really it. Yeah.
So we have plenty more events coming up. Please follow us on Facebook, and you'll get constant updates about everything we're doing in Calgary. And if you're not in Calgary, follow us anyway, because that will benefit me personally, which is good for you too.
It won't benefit me, obviously.
All right.
Oh, I had a burp. I wanted to end it with a burp, but it didn't come out.
Time for the humongous.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're still live streaming. I wonder if anyone even showed up. Well, we should stop.
We go in. We kill.